Hello, Namaskar, welcome you to the SAAR Analysis. I am Chaman Naik and here's my take. Well, most people think that governments compete by announcing the bigger budget. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Well, according to this OECD, regulatory and administrative efficiency can reduce the national productivity and discourage billions of dollars investment over time by delaying the projects and increasing the uncertainty. Now think about if a country has money, if a country has investor, if a country has technology, what can still stop trillion-dollar economy from growing? Well, answer isn't lying in the war, isn't even lying in the recession, it is even lying in the lack of capital, but it is bureaucracy. And that is exactly what India has quietly launched the most significant governance reforms from 2026, not by announcing a new mega project, but by declaring this war on delays. Because today's geopolitical economy, speed isn't just efficiency, it is about power, and India know exactly why it is happening. Now, here's what evidence speaks about. India's Cabinet Secretary has directed every state government and union territory to dramatically accelerate the approvals of mega infrastructure projects, flagship schemes, and legislative proposals. Well, this reform introduced a mandatory monthly reviews before Prime Minister's Pragati meeting. Well, it is a meeting of digital tracking through e-Samiksha platform. Well, the objective is simple. Every delayed project gets a review, and every project delayed, the growth is postponed. Now the question arises, why this is important? This is far bigger than administrative reforms. It is economic strategy for sure, because today global investors aren't comparing the countries only by the wages or tax incentive. They are competing how quickly government can make the decision. Well, a semiconductor plant delayed by 6 months can cost billions. A logistic corridors waiting for approvals can disrupt the supply chains, and a renewable project delayed can lose international investors. Well, as a multinational companies diversify beyond China, speed has become this strategic asset. Where countries like Vietnam, USA, Indonesia, Saudi Arabia has aggressively streamlined approvals to attract this global capital. Well, India understands that competing in the 21st century isn't just about building infrastructure, it is about building this institutional efficiency. Because today is a geopolitical economy, the fastest government wins the bigger investment. Now, here's my take. History rarely remembers whether the file was approved or not. History remembers by whether that factory opened, whether that highway that connects the market, and the port that transformed the trade. Now, if India succeed in reducing this bureaucratic friction, this may quietly become one of the country's most consensual economic reforms. No, not because it creates a new policy, but because it is finally allows the existing policy to move. Now, in an era where the nation compete on the execution rather than ambition, here's the question we can discuss. Will India's biggest competitive advantage be its workforce or the speed at which Indian government makes the decision? Let me know in the comment section, and that's all from today's analysis. I will be back with another episode. Till then, thank you.